show, this is Toa Castellanos, and she is a very important artist regarding the feminine discourse. And we can see here different portraits of women, fragmented women using brands, and we use also, she is using also photography and also the kind of printing and collage, and an installation of cushions, which is very important because we can see different image of the different women also performing as a sculpture or as an installation. So I just wanted to ask Toa Castellanos, what was the purpose of doing these images? What do you want to express with this kind of fractured women that you use in this different photography or printing or cushions in here?
Yes, I've always been kind of fascinated with the use of the image of women in advertisement, in fashion, in media in general. And what I wanted to show was how the use of fragmented pieces deforms the image of woman. And each one of these characters becomes something else. It's very much what the fashion industry, the makeup industry is telling women, how you can kind of invent yourself, and you don't have to be what you are, but you can take from different places. You can change your mouth, you can change your eyes, you can change your body, and you can kind of like make up your own person. And so these people become distorted and kind of like new versions of femininity. And in the cushions, I really wanted to take it a step further, and kind of like they become objects. You know, just like they are objectized and fragmentized and dehumanized, they become cushions, and in a very fashionable way. If you look at the images, they're still fashionable. Their hair is still glowing, and their eyes are, you know, sparkly, and their mouths are perfectly made up, and it's a very well-groomed image. But it's not a natural woman. It's not a realistic woman that I'm trying to portray. It's this image that they've created and that they show us, and in a certain way we buy into it, and you know, then we go into trying to look like these images that are really not real, that are really not natural or even possible. So it's kind of like this contradiction also of how women has to be always trying to look beautiful, to appear in a certain way, but that image is always unattainable. You cannot get there, you cannot do it, you cannot look like these images that are presented to us look. And it reminds me of something that Cindy Crawford, the famous supermodel, said about herself. She said, "I wish I looked like Cindy Crawford," because even she herself, as a natural person, does not look like her image that is shown and sold in the media in general. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very important. So you're talking about the distortion of the values of being beautiful that we are accustomed in this society. What technique did you use in here?
Well, I started with collage, drawing and collage, kind of putting together drawings, sketches of real women with the distorted images of publicity and fashion. And that led me to creating these figures, which I did in collage, and then also taking it a step further, using those collage images to make transfers or prints onto canvas, and that's where the cushions and other prints on paper have come from. So it's kind of like a threefold or fourfold process. And I also did photography just by using the collages and photographing the collages and enlarging them into looking more like the publicity, but just kind of like taking them out of context. If you see, all of publicity shots are always with a beautiful background in Venice or you know, wherever, in Paris. So I kind of like blanked the background, so only the image the powerful, distorted, and fragmented image of women that they are showing us is taken and being shown in this.
And this
work.
is a strong discourse, and we look at, well, always the brands, and they are Louis Vuitton or Michael Kors, any other very important, expensive branded shoes. And this is one of the voices, local voices in Miami, which is Toa Castellanos. Thank you very much, Toa.
Thank you.